Hello, I wanted to take this opportunity to wish you happy holidays. And I know this holiday season's a little strange and we're all having to make sacrifices due to COVID-19, but maybe we can turn sacrifice into sanctuary and use this unique opportunity to explore quiet contemplation. So I thought I would create this video to invite you to consider creating a self-care sanctuary. I know this might be a really sharp contrast to the high energy, the cacophony of sounds and excitement of your usual holiday gatherings, but consider this. You may actually come through this festive season with much more energy than other years. So if you want to explore this idea of creating your own self-care sanctuary, I've created this video for you. It includes some options to pick and choose from. And then once you've made your choices, you'll just turn the computer off and retreat into your self-care sanctuary. The first thing to do is create your sanctuary space. It doesn't have to be big or fancy. Simply put a few things in a space that makes it feel special. Things like maybe candles or flowers, some nice cushions, maybe images that make you feel blissful and peaceful and happy. And you may want to have essential oils or cue up some comforting music for yourself. Once you've got your space ready, you'll create your practice. I've created a few different choices here, and all you're going to do is you're going to pick one restorative yoga posture, one mudra or hand gesture that automatically combines conscious breathing, and then one intention. You'll say your intention out loud 3 times, whisper it 3 times, and then say it silently to yourself 3 times. And then you'll end your practice with a simple thank you. So watch the video now and try out some of the restorative yoga practices, the mudras, and have a look at the intentions and decide the ones that you want to pick. And then you'll just turn the computer off and do your practice. Retreat into your self-care sanctuary. Enjoy.
Let's set up for supported fish. You'll need a pillow and a rolled up blanket, or if you have a smaller bolster, round bolster, then that works really well too. You'll come to knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, and you're just going to help yourself back over the rolled up blanket. You want your arms above the blanket and make sure your head is supported with a pillow or even 2. You want your forehead about level with the chin, and your shoulders should feel relaxed. Palms are turned up towards the sky. And then you're going to extend your legs out, let your feet flop to the side, and feel the opening through the chest, the solar plexus, front of the ribs, the whole front body. And let's pause in supported fish for about 2 minutes. You can stay in the pose longer, of course, but at least a couple of minutes, noticing how the body releases and how you feel in this posture. Be aware of your breath, but let it flow naturally. And stay in your body, noticing any sensations. Let thoughts flow, but you don't need to hold on to anything. Let them come and go, simply noticing what comes up for you in this posture. This is a very good posture to counter being crouched or hunched over a computer. Feel the front of the shoulders open. Relax the jaw. When you're ready to come out of this posture, you'll bend into your knees. Tuck the chin in gently, slowly coming out of this, and then roll over to one side, coming up to sitting. Let's set up for child's pose, restorative child's pose. I've got 2 blocks and 1 big bolster. The first block on the far side end of the bolster is set up on its short end, and the second one set up on its long end. And then you are going to place your knees on either side of your bolster, just at the end of it. Hands come up to the top of the bolster, and when you're ready, long spine extending over the bolster, hands, just forearms rest on the ground, and turning your head to one side. Let the pelvis sink back and down, feeling the opening up through the back of the pelvis. Let the shoulder blades spread wide. Relax your face. And we'll stay in this posture on the first side for at least a minute, and then switch to the other side. When you're ready to switch sides, bring your hands back so they're underneath your shoulders. Gently press yourself up, lengthen through the spine again, and turn your head to the other side. And once again, place your arms down beside the bolster on either side. Now, if your elbows don't touch the ground, you can always stick something underneath so that you feel everything is supported. Shoulders are relaxed down away from your jaw, so you don't want this kind of pushing your shoulder up. So just feel around. Restorative postures always take a little bit of playing around until you get the perfect position for your body. When you're ready to come out of this posture, hands pull back towards just underneath the shoulders, slowly pressing yourself up, and come to a seated position, ready for your mudra or hand gesture. We're setting up for head to knee pose. You'll need 2 blocks, pillow, and your bolster. There's a couple of ways you can do this posture. So you'll start with, let's extend our right leg first. Left knee is out to the side, and your left foot is just resting against the inside of the right knee. And then the easiest way to do this is to take your bolster and just set it on your extended leg, and have a block handy so you can rest your forehead on that. And you'll turn your chest so that it's directly over top of the bolster, and you'll extend over, letting your forehead rest on the block and letting your hands rest wherever they're comfortable. And the bolster is going to press down on the top of your foot, so you can just let your toe point naturally. And kind of, again, just sort of play around so that you feel like your chest is comfortably resting on the bolster. And you're going to feel this at the start. You'll feel a bit of a stretch through the hamstring, maybe the calf, maybe the top of the foot. But as you sink into this posture, you'll notice that that sensation goes away as the muscles stretch out. So stretching through the low back, the hamstring, calves. This helps to release lower back pain. You're also getting a stretch through the upper back and shoulders in this one slightly. So this may work for you. You can also explore putting the bolster across the leg, and it depends. This is just you're gonna play around again, decide whether you want the block on its long side or its short side. It's depending on how much support you need, depending on hamstring flexibility. So I'm gonna put mine on the long side, and I like to have the blocks really close to my body, and you're kind of hanging over the bolster when it's in this position. So, and resting your forehead on your arms. So again, you're going to feel some sensation in the back of the leg until the hamstring lengthens out a little bit. So give that a go. Again, lengthen through the spine, bring the elbows kind of to the far side of your bolster, and then let your head rest on your folded hands.
You can turn your head to one side, or I like to just rest my forehead and let the neck stay extended. And make sure your shoulders are relaxed, letting go of all expectation, and adjusting the posture as much as you need to feel like you can completely relax into it. Make sure you've got everything set up so you feel absolutely supported. Staying in this posture for at least a minute. You can stay in the posture, in these restorative postures, as long as you want to. Just be sure that if it's something that needs to have the other side released as well, you just want to split the time up evenly. To come out of this posture, you'll place your hands on the bolster and gently press your body away from the leg, extending the spine, and then we'll switch to the other leg. So choose the variation that you preferred. Extending through the left leg this time, right leg bent, using the cushion to support your bent knee. And I think I'm just going to stick with the bolster across my leg. And take your time. It's no rush getting into the restorative posture. Get everything set up absolutely perfectly. And remember to extend the spine and lengthen over that extended leg. And you may feel different between one side and the other. And you can play around with angle a little bit. So you can do a slight twist of the spine and bring the midline of the body over that extended leg. So just play around, see what feels right for you. And once you're there, releasing with full commitment to the posture. The more you've got that extended leg sort of out to the corner of your mat, and the more you've got your body angled over the extended leg, the more you'll feel sensation stretch in the opposite hip. So if your left leg is extended, you'll feel that stretch in the right hip, back of the right hip. So see what your body needs and adjust accordingly. And when you're ready to come out of the posture, palms onto the bolster, assisting yourself back up to sitting, and making your way over to sitting position for your hand gesture and breathing practice. Now, I'm not going to be telling you very much about how and why the mudras work. If you're interested in that, though, you can find out a little bit more if you do the Breathing for Life course that I've got, and I'll leave the link for that in the description below the video. And I'm also planning on doing an online course just on mudras and breathing because it's just so fun and interesting. So watch for that coming up in early 2021. Here's centering mudra. You'll bring your ring finger in to touch your thumbs and let the other fingers extend, but have them relaxed. And I like to turn my palms down for this one. This mudra helps you feel centered, and it also helps you with embodiment. So if you're somebody who's in your head a lot, this is a really great mudra for you. So once you have the mudra set, just check to make sure your spine is long and your neck is in line with your spine. Close your eyes and let the mudra do the work. You'll stay very connected with your breath. So don't forget, this is a mudra and pranayama practice. Using the mudras to guide the breath. You may notice now that your breath automatically drops down into the abdominal area. You may notice the sensation of the hips feeling like they're being drawn down into gravity.
The exhales may automatically start to lengthen. Thinking of the element earth, nurturing qualities. Feeling the mind and body drawing into the center. Aligning the mind, the body, the breath. Feel the breath in the body. This mudra is called release, and you're taking the palms together, index fingers stay extended, but letting the other fingers come down, interlacing them together, and crossing the right thumb over the left. Letting the eyes close, shoulders are relaxed, spine is extended. And once again, bring all of your focus to the breath. And this mudra is about releasing physical tension, mental tension, emotional tension. Releasing self-limiting beliefs. And we're working with the air element here, and you may notice as you watch the breath that you feel the breath expanding up into the rib cage, into the center of the lungs, even into the upper part of the lungs. And you may even feel a sort of light sensation, like the top of the head is beginning to rise up to the sky. Staying with this mudra and breathing practice for as long as it feels right, or about 6 to 10 breaths. This mudra is determination mudra. You'll bring the heels of the hands together and then bring the knuckles together. Thumbs point up. Beautiful. And you can let the thumbs touch together if you want, but kind of explore holding the thumbs up separately. Letting the eyes close, your arms are relaxed and held just above the belly button, shoulders relaxed. And then come to the breath. And you may have a sensation now of the breath just above the belly button. The lower rib cage expanding out on the inhale and softening on the exhale. And you can imagine a softly glowing light expanding as you inhale just above the belly button and softening as you exhale. This mudra is working with the element of fire. And the mudra helps you with transformation, so like transforming your intentions into actions. Working with the solar plexus chakra and your sense of determination, willpower. So if you're somebody who might be good at starting things but have a little bit of a challenge with the follow-through, this would be a good mudra to practice. Using the mudra to help with the breath. When you feel complete with working with the breath, using the assistance of the mudra, you'll let go of the breath, let it take on its own natural rhythm, and bring your focus to your intention, whichever one you chose. You'll repeat your intention 3 times out loud, whispering it 3 times, and then saying it silently to yourself 3 times. When you're complete with your intention, you'll finish your practice with thank you or namaste, whatever feels better for you. I like to say namaste, bringing my backs of my thumbs up to my forehead. You can just say thank you though. So you can try different combinations. I would be really interested to know what combination you use. So in the comments below, I'd love it if you share what restorative posture did you like best, what mudra did you find went well with it, and finally what intention you chose. So there you have it, a simple way to create your own self-care sanctuary right in the comfort of your own home.